Waiting for Godot is totally excellent. Samuel Beckett's masterpiece, back on Broadway with Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter, stars of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We asked Keanu what he's most looking forward to about his Broadway debut.
To get a chance to do this play on Broadway, I mean, the question is actually the answer, you know, and to do it with you, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's, yeah, doing the Tonys, and then also recently getting the photograph that you took of the billboard, of the theater.
Right, yeah.
Like, that to me was like,
oh, it's real.
oh. You know, like when we did the photography for that, you know, what is that, a year ago?
Over a year ago, yeah.
You know, but then to see that when you showed that to me, I was like,
Keanu works very hard, and he's a very physical actor as well, as great.
But it ain't Broadway, and this guy's been. You've been like, I'm in Pilates, I'm training, I'm lifting weights, I've got the diet, you don't know what it takes, and like.
Well, I didn't say that.
But I did tell you what I thought it took.
I did say that this is more about physical endurance than anything else. So yeah, I started training. As soon as Keanu said, "What about doing Godot?" I'm like, great, click. Okay, let's get started. You know, because we're older, and you know, I want to make sure I'm in shape. So yeah, I mean, it's a marathon. It's a marathon every night.
It's interesting because when the audition came, I was on a flight back to Houston, my hometown, to attend my father's funeral. And I just didn't have the headspace or the bandwidth to even think about it until I was reminded that my father, who was, you know, like an amateur actor in Houston growing up, he loved it. This was one of his favorite plays, actually. And he actually, in 1970, did a community theater production of Waiting for Godot in the role that I am playing today. So there were some, I won't go into the whole story, but there were some signs and breadcrumbs along the way. It's like, you should probably do this.
Yeah, and on a lighter note, in January, I also lost my father. So we got that going for ourselves, you know? Yeah, no, I had seen the announcement for it. I had weirdly, for whatever reason, while visiting my dad in assisted living, found myself dipping back into Beckett and just reading some things to kind of work up the courage to go into these environments that are, you know, hellscapes of memory. And one of them was Lucky's Speech. And I had seen the announcement. I wrote Jamie an email and I said, you know, for what it's worth, this play's never felt more personal or urgent to me. And that was that. And there was a little bit of waiting involved. And then here we are.
I'm encouraging them, as we often do in our productions, to actually draw on their own experiences. That we're like, I'm not asking them to kind of play something artificial or like, you know, kind of put on a role or, you know, like in the way we don't ask them to like kind of put on a costume and pretend to be someone else. We're actually asking them to kind of find the characters within themselves. That means drawing on their own relationship. That means drawing on their own experiences. And that's what kind of, you know, gives the kind of the play a kind of new energy, because, you know, like we did on Sunset Boulevard, you know, like you're kind of like pressing reset on the play. You're not doing a variation of what's gone before. You're trying to treat it as if it's an entirely new play. And it's an entirely new play specific to these actors who are all bringing their own experiences to it and connecting to the material in a very, very personal way.
Alex, what's your existential
waiting? Yes, waiting for a sign of meaning, waiting for hope, things like that.
Like
a way out, a way through, a way forward.
Waiting for escape.
Sure.
Waiting for...
Yeah. Waiting for a sign of what it means. Those kind of existential things the play gets at that I identify with. Waiting for a reason to live or a reason not to live. There's a lot. Yeah, I think who among us has not had those though? I think when the audience sits and watches this play, it's you relate to that.
Yeah.